we can start. So the first thing we want to talk is give you like some quick intro about reports because we've done a lot of demos in last, let's say, 60 days or 2 months, and a lot of you guys basically asked me why we built reports, what is the unique value proposition, because there are a lot of tools in different companies within the data visualization market. And actually, I'm going to give you like some quick like story from the behind and actually give you some idea in order to figure out the tool and the team and what you can expect from us in some future. So basically, when we created reports, it was an in-house tool, and we used it just to serve our in-house needs because at that moment, in that moment, our main business was an agency. It's still working, and we created reports for our in-house needs. And it was like just an in-house solution for 6 or 7, 8 months. And basically after that, some of our friends from Europe and from Australia asked us what tool we use because all of the tools were a bit pricey or they didn't had some specific native integrations that are necessary for digital marketers or freelancers or PPC guys. And basically we told them that we created our own tool. And that's when we realized we have a commercial tool. We just have to tweak it up a bit. And before we launched it, Reportz was basically it was a testing project, but we really wanted to create that something special for the audience because the competition is very, very tough, and we needed to have something special. And that's why we have this kind of business model. So I will say this once again, in Reportz, we don't have any upsells. As you may saw, everything is included there. So we don't have any limitation on integrations. We don't have any limitation on numbers per widget. We don't have any limitation regarding team places, customization. We even provide you with a free white label, and we provide you with the SSL certificate. So basically, whether you use 1 or 10 or 100 dashboards, it's the same because you have all the features included. And we really wanted to basically give you all the features there at your disposal in order to use this kind of tool. Because this kind of tools are basically used, they are not necessary. And some guys treat them like luxury because if you can basically create a budget for this kind of tool, that means you are pretty much high-end service. And all the other tools were either they didn't have all the integrations like Google Search Console or Google My Business, or they were upselling every click on the platform, which we didn't like. So we created Reportz, and that's how we started. So we are growing. The integrations are in the pipeline. I have to admit, we are a bit late with LinkedIn and Twitter, but it will be very soon. We had that issue with Facebook. Now everything is working. And I think you guys will be very happy with the updates you are about to see in the next couple of months. Right now, I'm just going to share my screen and basically start showing you a step-by-step on how to use Reportz, how to set up your dashboard, and of course, jump in the dashboard, show you some cool stuff, differences between basic and custom widgets, and basically show you everything you need to know in order to create a really useful, wonderful looking, and fully functional dashboard for your project or your clients. If everything is okay, give me a comment and let's start with the presentation of the tool. I'll just share my screen. And you guys just be sure to tell me whether you can see the screen or not. Okay. It sees that everybody can see that. Nice. Okay. So basically, this is how Reportz looks like when you already created the account. So I don't have that onboarding step here. And basically, when you do your onboarding, this is how your reports entry step will look like. So this is the dashboard window or the dashboard managing window, however you want to call it. And basically, you can always access to all of your dashboard lists from this button. So as you can see, I have all the dashboards that my team or me personally use, and I have quite a few of them. And basically, from here, you can basically manage and see all the dashboards that are on your account. Now, the first important question is, what is the difference between active and all dashboards? Now, a lot of you guys asked me that question, so I wanted to give you a heads up on this. So in our plans, Reportz is only and always counting just the active dashboards. So if you have a dashboard, for example, we have, for example, this Natasha inspiration, and that is, let's say, our client project. We no longer work with them. We created a new dashboard. We don't need this one. We can always click this archive button, and basically that is a step before deleting it. So we wanted to give you guys an opportunity to basically put your dashboard to sleep if you don't have any need for them anymore. And basically when you do that, it will no longer count and be in your active dashboard sessions. So you can purchase 10 dashboards and have 10 active dashboards, and you can have 20 archived dashboards. As long as the dashboard is not active, we are not counting it in your monthly plan. That's just something I wanted to be clear of. And once you archived your dashboards, you have this button which basically gives you an opportunity to toggle between active or all dashboards. And if I select to all dashboards, I see all the archived dashboards I have. And so I find the dashboard I archived, and now I have two options. I can restore it or I can delete it. The delete option is, of course, permanent. And if I somehow want to restore it in the active dashboards, I just click this button and I go back, and you see it's here and it's fully functional again. Okay, so we cleared that. We have buttons to view, to download as a PDF, and to clone. If you have a specific type of clients, for example, a lot of e-commerce people will like this. So basically you create your dashboard once, you have one dashboard, and after that you can just clone the existing dashboard, jump in that dashboard and connect the right data sources. And basically you'll have a fully functional another dashboard for another client, but you saved your time, so because you don't have to build it from scratch, and that's something people find very cool. So I will show you all these buttons once we jump in the dashboard. Now I want to jump in, let's say, like the first very important thing regarding reports. So in your left menu, you have the account settings. And basically, you need to do this. Everybody who uses Reportz needs to do this. And so I will say this more than once. In order to show any kind of data, any source, any data from whatever integration we have, you need to connect your sources, which kind of makes sense. So if you want to show something, first of all, you have to basically connect those data sources in order for Reportz to give you the ability to show them in one place. And basically what Reportz does is giving you the possibility to connect to multiple data sources and multiple accounts and basically put them in one place, which is of course automatically refreshed, and you have everything in one place, and it's very cool. Now, I already told you that we don't have any limitations, and now you can see this. So I have my Google Analytics, and I have connected multiple accounts, okay? So in order to show anything from these accounts, first you have to connect them. Very important thing to know is that all the integrations with Reportz, and all the integrations that will come with Reportz are native. What does that mean? That means that we are not taking your personal stuff, your emails, your passwords, and everything is done through the native integration and the API. So basically, connecting the account is very simple. You hit this add account button. It opens basically a window where you're asked to authorize Reportz to connect with your sources. And basically, once you do that, you have everything in one place. Again, if you don't connect your dashboard, your data sources, sorry, you will not be able to see that kind of data within your dashboard because it's not connected. So it's very important for all of you guys to, when you jump in Reportz, when you have a new client, you have to go to the account settings and basically click on sources and add that new account. After that, you will be cool to go. Of course, we have settings. You can basically generate your company name, add your company logo. From here, you can basically set your white label subdomain. I will basically send you, we have a help article, which is really easy in order to help you configure your own subdomain. It's completely free and you will be happy with that. And from this window, you're managing your users. Now, be sure to know the difference between user and admin. If you are the owner of the account, so somebody who basically bought Reportz or signed in for a trial, you are automatically an admin. And only you can change your subscription or account settings. The users can just adjust dashboards, make changes in them, but they cannot play with a subscription or anything. And that is the possibility only for admins. But we will update these rules, tweak it up a little bit, and you will basically have all the changes and all the updates in the future. You will be we will send you all the details regarding that, so have no worries. And of course, we have an inbuilt referral system for every person that jumps in Reportz. Both you and them get 3 additional dashboards as long as they are with us. So if you bring us 10 guys or 10 accounts, you have 30 dashboards as long as they are with us. So it's kind of cool. A lot of guys uses them because it's a very simple solution. Every account has a unique link, and in this table here, you basically see what users you brought, what is the status of that user, is it active or is it no longer with Reportz, and how many bonus dashboards you got from them. It's very cool. You can read more by clicking on this help button, and basically that's it. Hello there, Chris. You're just in time. You can always book. We had private consultation with me. Now, because a lot of guys are requesting demos, I just can't manipulate enough time to do a walkthrough with every one of you guys. But that's why we started doing demos. Still, you can write to our intercom, you can write to an email, and we will be there to help you and support you. But you can expect more of the webinars in the futures, in the days to come. And of course, another very important stuff to know is the help article section. So we have more than 50 quick help articles, which you can basically, it's in this kind of form. They are all in a how-to form. So included videos, included screenshots, GIFs. It's very simple and basically give you a hand-on experience how to set up something. We really tried to update them, and we update them on regular basis. So if you have some minor question, basically just be sure to jump here first. And if you still can't find a solution, then basically just reach out to us. Okay, so we covered everything, and let's jump in the dashboard. So I will create a new dashboard for this occasion. So it's very easy. You have in the dashboard management window, you have a create a new dashboard. It opens up a new window, and first you fill the basics. So I'll give this webinar bash domain. I can leave it blank. Be sure just to leave your project or your client domain. And here you're asked to basically choose the date range. Now, very important stuff, which I want to cover from the beginning. Date range refers to the complete dashboard. So we still can't put a specific date range for one widget within one dashboard. We will probably work on that updates in the future, but for now, date range affects the complete dashboard. So all the metrics you put in the dashboard, okej, šta kaže? Pa stavio sam minus. Date range is always affected for the complete dashboard. And you can basically you just click here and you have multiple options for what date or time frame you want to track your dashboard. So basically you can do that on monthly, on weekly level, on last 30 days, last 7 days, mid-monthly, on a daily basis, or even you can set up your custom date range. And basically custom date range you choose from these two calendars. And let's say we want to track what happened during 10th of May until maybe 20th of June. That's it. We selected the custom date range. And another cool stuff, every dashboard can be protected with a unique password. We really care about the security. That's why all the integrations are native. And we even provided you with the option to generate a unique password. I will show you once we jump in the dashboard how to do that. Because if you have a multiple team operating within your account and you have multiple clients, you wish that the client info within Reportz stay private just to you or the person from your team and your client. And basically you generate a password for this unique dashboard, and only you and the person that you shared that password with will be able to open the dashboard. If they don't have a password, they will not be able to see any kind of data, and that comes very nifty. So I'll just click next. And in this step of the dashboard creation, I'm asked to choose a template. Now, we already prepared some templates for you guys, but you can always start from scratch. So we have an SEO template, PPC template. Okay, Chris. So this is very, very important to know. So if you choose a template, it's cool. So basically, I will just choose an SEO template for this situation. So I choose a template, and I guess a lot of you guys get stuck in this third step. Now, remember when I told you that you have to connect the data sources? Well, we connected and authorized Reportz to combine and to basically interact with multiple data sources. But now Reportz wants to know what account you want to use for this dashboard, because if you have a Google Analytics with multiple properties, you have to pick. And that's why we have a template. And after that, you're basically asked to choose your source and to choose your profile and to choose your property. And after you do that, you'll basically be able to create a dashboard with the data you already picked. And now I'll just choose this one. I'll use, for example, reports. I'll use master. I can use Search Console. Sorry. This one. Reports. I can use SEMrush and Ahrefs. I'm not going to use them in this example because once we jump in the dashboard, I will show you how to basically manually add them and just create a new dashboard. Now, no, the templates can't be mixed. Still, we have some idea that you will probably be happy to hear, but I will talk about that later when we come to the updates part. And this is basically how your dashboard looks like. So I haven't picked my hrefs. The widget with the domains will be here, but since I haven't chosen it, it's just blank. And basically I can just edit this. And this is how your dashboard looks like. So we're in the dashboard now. You've created some initial template, and now you want to start basically editing it, tweaking it, connecting new data sources, pulling data from multiple data sources in order to make your client dashboard very cool and nifty looking. Okay, so we covered the basics. I think a lot of you guys now know to set up your account properly, to connect the data sources, and to basically create the dashboard. And now we are jumping in our other section, and that is dashboard editing, difference between basic and custom widgets, customization, and of course, that live link, which is the why we built Reportz in first place and how to use it. So, yes, Marcin, you can change the date range after you created a dashboard, and just be patient. I will cover everything. So now we are in the dashboard creation and editing, and I will basically show you everything you need to know. Okay, so let's start from the basics. This little fella here is called widget, and widget is the basic unit of everything in Reportz. So every metric will be shown through widgets. So we can move those widgets, we can rearrange them, we can change their size, we can change the chart style, we can change colors, we can basically do a lot of stuff with them. And as you can see, all the widgets are interactive. So the whole idea behind Reportz is to send the live link to your client, and they just open the live link and they hover their mouse and they see what happened for some exact date range with that widget and the effort you're doing for them. So let's start with creating widgets. I will delete all the widgets here because I can. I'm just joking. And I will start from scratch. Okay. So let's pretend we have a blank dashboard. And now you want, for example, you're doing the SEO and you're doing AdWords or Facebook ads, for example. And you are doing a little bit of community management for clients' Facebook pages. Okay, so we would probably have 4 different segments within this dashboard. So first of all, I want to explain you the right menu part here. So on the right side, it's everything you need to know in order to build and customize your dashboard. Again, on the right side, on the right menu, is everything you need in order to build and customize your dashboard. So I want to start from the SEO part, and I want to build a widget. And it's very simple. I go here, I select my service. For example, I want to use Google Analytics. I find my profile, I select the subsource. Since I already connected it, it will remember. And now I want to select a widget. What metrics I want to show? What do I want to show within this widget? First thing you need to know, there are 2 types of widgets in Reportz. We have basic and we have a custom widget. And I will show you the difference straight away. So Let's say I want to show, for example, widgets from organic. I find that widget. This is a basic widget. I click next. I can name my widget here. I can put a wider description. It basically looks like a pop-up balloon. When you hover on the widget, it will appear like a notification, like a balloon window, and basically like it's like a sticky note. So I'll just put the description here. Shows, sorry. Okay, I want to choose the size of my widget, and I want to choose the chart style. Now we have 6 different chart styles in Reportz, and basically I will just choose this one and I'll click submit. Okay, so we have created a widget that's showing widgets from organic, but you see that this chart is basically showing a monthly activity. Now, I know a lot of you guys on the demos, on our intercom chat support, asked us how to change this in order to show, for example, a daily activity within the same widget. So listen to me very carefully. So this is very important for you to know. In every widget, for every integration, regardless of the data source, this number here always shows you the sum of the activity for the date range. Once again, this number here will always show you the summary, the basically everything, all unit for the date range regarding the metrics you've chosen. But the chart is basically, if you are using basic widgets, by default, it will always show you a monthly dimension. But you can always create the same widgets using custom widgets. And let me show you how we are going to create widgets from organic, but our chart will have daily dimension. Okay, so I'll just go previous. So I created a widget. All I need to do is click previous, and instead of widgets from organic, I'll choose the custom widget. You can type and Reportz will auto suggest you. And you see, when you choose custom widgets, now you have very advanced possibility of combining segments, metrics, dimension, adding filters, adding even calculated metrics, which makes this very cool for techie and people that want to jump deeper into like data to show some specific stuff. That is when you use a custom widget. Personally, I use custom widgets every time because it's easy to set up basic metrics, but it also gives me a possibility to add some like a bit more advanced stuff. So we will show and create widgets from organic, but using custom widgets. Now, first stuff you want to do is to select a segment. And now, since we want to show organic traffic, I will just choose the organic traffic. Here is basically the question and the answer for all the questions regarding the chart. Now, the dimension is day of the month. That is our dimension. We want to show what happened on daily basis. And our dimension should be day of the month. And our metric, since we want to show visits, we are going to show sessions, because in Google Analytics, widgets are called sessions. In Facebook and Instagram, widgets are called widgets, but in Google, widgets are called sessions. I find that metric, I click next, I name my widget daily, Basically do the same stuff. Choose widget size, choose chart style, click submit. And basically, here it is. Now the date range is great. So that's why this chart looks like this. But basically, as I told you, the number will always show you a complete, uh, the sum of the activity, but the chart is manipulated through the custom widgets. Okay. And now let's basically see how we can do a bit more with these widgets. Okay, so now I want to show, for example, I want to transform this first widget. I've I found out how to use custom widgets. Custom widgets are so cool, and I want to transform the existing widgets. So that is first thing you need to know. You don't have always to add new widgets. You can edit the existing ones, and basically you can edit them the way you want. So in order to edit the widgets, you go on this button here. It's like a little pen icon. You click here and this will appear, okay? And now instead of widgets from organic, I'll just choose the custom widgets. And for example, I want to show the complete traffic. So I'll use all user segment. I will use a daily dimension, and I'll use sessions because now I want to show how many visits I had, but not just from the organic. I want to see the total number of visits, including every source and medium. So I'll just go next, and I'll say total visits. We're basically showed total traffic. We're basically editing the existing widget. I'll just click submit, and this is how you transform it. And what you get is basically your change. So now we have total visits. We created, we created new widget from the existing one because we can edit it. Of course, you can add new one by basically creating a new widget, but I wanted to show you how to edit a widget. And now I want to show you even more cool stuff. So now let's say you like these two widgets, but you would like to see them in one widget. So you would like to combine widgets from organic and total widgets in one widget. It's no brainer, and you can do that. And basically what you do is click on the same button for editing widgets, and all of a sudden you have merge widget options. And basically you are asked whether you want, what widget do you want to merge with the widget you have chosen. If we had 5 widgets in this dashboard, they will all appear here. Note that you can merge only widgets with the same dimensions, just like in Google Analytics. So I'll just click here, click submit, and what I get is basically 2 metrics in one widget, okay? I can resize them, and now they look like this. You can always separate them and bring them the way they were. And now I want to show you even more cool stuff. So now you basically connected, you created your widgets, you have combined metrics in one place, but you don't like this kind of a view. Okay, edit the widget. Go here, set next, and for example, choose this chart style. Click submit, and all of a sudden it looks like this. I don't like this view because I like to add a little extra. You have this checkbox, are the bars stacked against epsilon axis? I click submit, and there I go. And now it looks a bit cooler. So basically, you can merge widgets, you can separate them back, you can change their style, you can do that whenever you want. So you can basically create all the widgets and then just jump back into editing. It's really up to you. the really important thing is to master the mechanics behind the widget builder. And after you do that, you will basically, it will be very easy for you to do so. So let's see some other stuff you can do with the widgets. Let's say you want to add Google Ads. I'm still not used to say Google Ad. It's still AdWords for me. So let's use Google Ads. It's the same process. You select the account, you select your property, and here, so this is very important for you to understand. Within Google Analytics, we have a reporting type. So if you click here, you are basically able to see, and you are asked whether you want to report on the account performance or on the campaign performance, or you want to dig deeper in the ad group, ads, or keyword performance, or search query, or geo performance. So if there, and we have all of them, as you can see, usually people report on the account performance, but you have all the possibility. And I'll just choose the account performance. And now you're asked whether you want to choose the campaign. This is very important for you to know. So listen to me closely. I will say this only 5 times. So if you've chosen to report on the account performance and you don't want to dig deeper into campaign or ad group or ads, just leave it blank. And it works the same with Google AdWords and Facebook. If you have picked the account performance and you don't want to jump deeper in the segmentation, just be sure to leave it blank. And that's it. Okay? So that will be it. Okay. So I'll just leave it blank because I want to report on the account performance. I'll select a widget. And of course, like every other data source in reports, we have basic and we have custom widgets. So I'll just choose clicks, click next, choose, for example, size, choose the style, click submit. And basically, since it's pulling the data live, I will see how many clicks I had. It's that easy. And the mechanics are the same. So you choose the account, profile, you choose a reporting level, whether you want to report on account or ad group or campaign level. And basically, after that, you choose the metrics. And that's it. Okay, let's say I want to show whatever, impressions. Cool, just click next. I'll choose this, for example, click submit, and that's it. And of course, these are all basic widgets, and I can use custom widgets to show the same stuff. It will be the same, but I can manipulate the charts here. And let's do that. So let's go back, use custom, select dimension. I want to show, for example, daily activity, and I want to show clicks. Cool. Click next. Let's call them clicks. And basically what it does, it will show you the same number, but the chart will be way different because now we have selected day as the dimension, and you see it right here. So this widget and this widget are basically showing you the same stuff, but we used custom widget for this one, and we used the basic widget for this one. Okay, so it's very cool. Another thing I want to show you with custom widgets. Okay, let's just edit this one. So for all the data sources, if you use, now listen to me very carefully, I can't even explain to you how custom widget option is cool, but you have to jump there and basically play around with that. If you can show something in Google AdWords, you can show it in reports. If you can show something in Google Analytics, you can show it in reports. So I just edited my custom widget. And you see I've chosen clicks, but let's say I want to put multiple metrics here. I want to show impressions. I want to show, I want to show interactions, engagement rate, whatever I want. I'll just, let's say views, whatever. I would just want you to show the idea behind custom widget. I just go next and I'll say overall. And I'll use, for example, this one. And when I submit that, you will be able to create a widget with multiple metrics using custom widgets. So you don't have to merge them or do whatever. You can basically start using custom widgets and putting all the metrics you want to see in one place. And basically you have it like this. Of course, we are going to the customization right away. Let me show you how to do that. So you can basically customize your stuff in this section. So in general and style, you click there, and basically from here, you can change name. Okay. You can add your dashboard domain. From here, you're able to basically manipulate the date range. Let's say I want to see what happened from, I want to see what happened from May 10th until June 10th. I click set and everything will be updated. From here, you're able to upload your company logo or your client logo. I will just use the random. So let's use, I will put this one, whatever. And from here, you are basically able to choose different colors for your charts. Okay. Now, a lot of guys will use this option to customize basically branded colors for their clients. We saw some great dashboards from the Reportz users, and they're looking very cool. I kind of like this color, so I'll keep it like this. I click save, and basically that's it. So basically, and now you will be able to, if you uploaded logos, I will show you where it will be seen. So we clicked saved, we choose dashboard, and now we want to basically send to our clients. Let's say this is a complete dashboard, and basically we want to send to our client. Now, if this was a traditional tool, you would probably use PDF, but we have something that's called the view mode, okay? And if you click the view mode, this is like the most important stuff of Reportz. This is why we built Reportz, and this is very important for you guys to basically understand. So this view mode is basically a client view mode. And if you send, you have this basically button here. You click this button and you send to your client the link. And anytime they click on the link, this dashboard will appear refreshed, because Reportz automatically refreshes everything you have collected in one dashboard. All the metrics from all the data sources that you have put in this dashboard will be automatically refreshed. So if your client jumped today, they will see the result that happened until today. But if they click on the same link in like 7 days, no problem. Reportz will still update and show them the activity for the date range that happened. And that's the whole idea. You create your dashboard once, You create the perfect dashboard once, put everything you want, and basically you just send them the live link. And anytime a client asks you, can you send me the report? It's the first week of the month. We want to show the stats. You say, no problem. Click on the link. And the learning curve is like, it can be tricky with some old school clients and stuff, but really believe us, we made this to handle our in-house needs. And all of the clients from agencies, basically when they get used to this, they don't go back into spreadsheets because this is live and this is interactive and this is cool. And you can even white label it. And when you show something like this to your client or your potential client, this is like the something that premium agencies and like high ticket guys and companies have. And now you have the ability to basically have your own white labeled basically piece of reporting tool. And when you send them the link, you look so much professional. And this is like a top notch way to basically make your clients happy and to raise your hourly rate, because this is very professional way of doing stuff, doing reporting, and it's interactive. It's interactive. All they need to do is open the dashboard and to hover the mouse, and they see what's happening. So anytime they ask for a report, they say, for example, what happened in the last 7 days? You send them the link and explain to them that all they need to do is basically choose the last 7 days, click set, and the complete dashboard will appear. Now, basically, it needs some stuff to refresh because all the data is pulled directly. Okay, these metrics don't make sense. I basically created it just to show you the mechanics, but let's pretend this is a wonderful looking dashboard. So basically, they see this. Okay, they want to see what happened in last like 30 days, which is like 90% of the time clients want to see. So still send them the link, and basically all they need to do is set the last 30 days, and that's it. Reports will update, and basically you're ready to go. And that's it. Anytime they click on the dashboard, it will refresh and reappear. And all you need to do is to spend time and basically create your dashboard once for your client. I'll just draw it back to this date range. All you need to do is to set up your dashboard once. And after you do so, you need basically to send it to your client, and that's it. You don't need to worry anymore. You don't need to worry if it is like the first week of the month, if you manage like time, or would you spend additional 2 or 3 hours per client just to set up the boring dashboard in spreadsheets. No, you have this created, and like it will last as long as your account lasts, and that's it. Basically, create a dashboard, put everything you want to show to your client, and send the live link to them. If you have some changes, basically you put and edit that dashboard, change the campaigns, add widgets you need, and you send them still the live link. And anytime they want to check the performance, they have it in this place. And with the white label options, this even makes it more cooler, because now you have your own branding. You can customize your client colors. You can even put the background, and basically really like provide a top-notch reporting service. And it will save you a lot of time. It saved us really big amount of time, because once your clients get used to this, they will realize that they are spending less time bothering you, and basically that means that you have more time to deliver them results instead of create boring looking dashboards in the spreadsheets. So it saves time, it really looks professional, and it really gives you opportunity to basically raise your quality and quality of your service on the next level, while saving you a lot of time and energy and making your clients happy. So basically, this is like some overview. Of course, you can always download it as a PDF. You can always go back in the edit mode and basically tweak that dashboard a bit. You can always edit that dashboard, add new widgets there. For example, let's use Facebook Social. I'll just use reports. I want to show page impressions, whatever, fan count, cool. I want to use this one. I want to use this. I click submit. It's that easy. So anytime you need to edit the dashboard, it's the same. It's really the same, and it looks kind of cute. I know why this is happening, because in that moment we didn't had any activity on the Facebook page. Very important stuff to know is that if you have some problem with numbers, or you think that your numbers are not correct, be sure to check the date range. A lot of time, guys go to our support and basically say the numbers from my accounts are not the same as the ones I see in reports. I have 15K clicks, but in reports it's only showing me half of them. And like in 9 times out of 10, that is because they haven't set up the date range properly. And basically, you just need to figure out the date range that you are using within reports for this dashboard, and the date range that you are basically checking out on Google AdWords or Facebook on Google Analytics. And in 9 times out of 10, it happens like this. So now we're almost like an hour here. Thank you for all the people that stayed. I really think that we covered the basics, and we covered some additional stuff. I've shown you what are the difference between basic widgets and custom widgets, how to edit them, how to edit view, how to basically put multiple metrics in one place, how to use the live link. Please use the live link. Like we will, I don't know what, please use the live link. So this is why this tool was created for, and you have the possibility to basically automate your client reporting. Use it, get your clients to use them, learn them how to use technology, explain to them that it will save them and you a lot of time, which both you and them can spend on some quality work, or even in some time that is not related to work. But in this industry, time is essential, and tools like this are very important. To basically, you need to know how this tool works, because data visualization tools are complicated, and we tried to make it easy. And yes, I will have a 10 minutes Q&A, show you all the stuff that I missed. So don't worry. I just want to finish this out. Please use the live link, and please learn how to use reports. So you set up a dashboard. Usually some good rule of thumb is to use one dashboard per one client. You put all the data sources and metrics you want in the dashboard. You choose the date range that affects the complete dashboard. If you want to play around with the charts and you want to customize and spice the metrics and widgets a bit, be sure to use custom widgets. Be sure to double check the date ranges. And of course, be sure to use the live link. And now let's just go through the questions and basically see if I have missed something. It's like really a challenge to cover everything within this small scope of time. But I think we covered everything you need to know in order to set up the account and create a wonderful looking dashboard for your client now. Okay, so let's jump in questions. Just repeat a little bit. Tako. Okay. Is there an option to add a text widget? Mark Lianko asks. Mark, I hope I pronounced your surname well. Yes, there is an option to add a text widget. And great reminder, because I think I haven't Oh, yeah, cool. So I think I haven't mentioned it. Yes, you have an option to add text, and you have an option to add images, and you have an option to even add the CSV files in reports. Let me show you how it looks like. So I'll just delete this one because I don't like it and I can. Let's add a text widget. So you see this passive element. So everything works as a widget unit within reports. So I will just show you how, for example, to add a separator or an explanation like note widget. So basically, I will use plain widget, click next. I will use like some description, whatever. You can type and widget title. So let's pretend that the first part of the dashboard is, for example, SEO related, SEO stats, for example. And I want to basically add a separator. I'll use the auto hide card because I've chosen the size and I click submit. And right now I have a separator, which I can click. Sorry, my mouse isn't responding to my commands. I can basically drag here and basically show what does this section means. And if you want to be more specificated, this section Grammarly, hail to Grammarly, next, submit, and that's it. And when you uploaded all the metrics, you basically add another one that will show, for example, Facebook stats or Google AdWords stats and whatever. And we use these passive elements as a separators or as notes. Let me show you how to add a text widget. So we add a passive element, we select plain, and I insert a description. And let's say I want to basically insert something. So this widget shows let's say like this. I go here, widget title, X note, for example. I choose a widget to be, for example, 1.1, auto hide card, click submit, and that's it. And if you want to do like this and you want to add a note, sorry, my mouse isn't listening to my commands again, like this. And basically, now you have a widget and you have a note. And anytime you open on your or your clients opens, they will have what is shown in this widget. You can of course add as much text as you want and basically really like create a wonderful looking note that will further explain this widget for people that basically don't know or are not sure what you actually are showing within this widget. And of course you can upload picture or a CSV. So if you have some CSV, I'm not sure if I have one. Let's try downloads. Let's use whatever. Let's use, I'm not going to share my affiliates with you. Let's use this one just to show you how it works. You click next. I choose, for example, 4.1, regular card. And there you go. How to use this one? Well, let's say you have a landing page with an opt-in form and you're driving Facebook traffic with paid ads and you want to show leads from that specific opt-in page or signed up form or whatever. You save it as a CSV and you upload it in reports. Or you can use our native Google Sheets integration to do the same stuff, but from the drive. It's basically the same. You can upload sheet directly from the G drive. Of course, you just need to do what? Connect the data sources in your account settings. And that's it. But basically, like a lot of guys ask me how to use CSV. Well, if you're using some outreach tool and you're doing an email campaign for your project or your client, basically all of the tools are asking you for the CSV file. Cool. You enter that file with all the stats within them, and basically you, after that, just print screen the like stats from that tool, upload it as an image, and you have it in reports in the dashboard. And if you send it to your client, it basically works like this. So once again, it's very important for you guys to figure out the mechanics behind the widget builder, behind the date range, behind the customizations, and that's it. Okay, questions? Ask now, or I'm just joking. Ask me some questions if I haven't mentioned something that is important to you. Steven, what's up, buddy? I like the picture. SE ranking integration. We are in contact with Haley and Alex from SE ranking. Everything is said and done. They are very happy to do integration with us. They find everything cool. Right now, their developers are basically working on the API update because we had some error when trying to run the tests. So last time we heard from them is like 3 days ago. Developers were still on the sprint. They estimate to basically have everything sorted within 2 weeks, as they told us. After that, we will probably need like 10 days. Rod will probably tell me that it's too optimistic. But let's say in next 20 to 30 days, I would love to see an SC ranking integration up and running. Thank you, Stephen. Next question. Regarding a node beside another widget, this can be break to an unrelated place because of the responsive change. Yes, all the widgets that you add additionally appear at the end. But if you tweak it, it will always stay this way. So the responsive change is no longer because we had an issue with like smaller monitors. Right now, it will always compress to 4 widgets in a row. So have no worries about that. Is there a way to delete and accidentally... is there a way to undo accidentally? Mark Lianko is on fire today with questions. Mark, that is something that basically I asked from our lead dev, Christian, and that is the update that we will probably have in some near future. We have a complete document with small tweaks regarding basic features with reports. That stuff is on that document. I can't tell you from this moment what is the estimate time for that. But if I send another message to Christian at the moment, I think he will probably kill me. So give me a couple of days and I will reach back with that info. Is there a way to truncate text links in Google? Okay. Rad replied to that. There is quite a long list. Yeah. So Rod basically, as every experienced CEO, covered very, very nice. We have the complete list of like a small or bigger UX and UI fixes. We have to just prioritize everything. I already told you that some integrations are late because of that Facebook API update, which gave us and the rest of the industry nightmare. But basically we're aware of the like some basic feature updates we need to do, and there is a list of the things we will update in the account level, on the dashboard builder, in widget mode. So you will be able to, and you will learn from the first place. If you are not part of the Reportz Facebook group, Ilya will send you a link now. There we communicate with our users. You can give suggestions. You can basically share thoughts, share work with other community if you want, and basically from there you can always suggest anything that you like or that you think that should be changed, because we really like to keep that level of, like, we like to keep in touch with users, and we really try to be uh, as fast as we can. Our median response time is around like from 5 to 8 minutes, which is still cool because we are an in-house team. We don't outsource anything. So everything you need, you can basically always just talk to the community, and myself or Rad or Ilya or somebody from the office will pick you up. Will the recording and Q&A link yes, we recorded, and everything will be posted in the Facebook group, and we will basically send a newsletter blast with the recording, so everything will be there. I'm not sure about the Q&A part because you guys that are here actually have questions and we're discussing, but the basic part will be on the record. Yes. Robert. Yes, it will. No, we don't have it in some like near future, but I think that is also on a list of possible stuff. Social Insider, John Sinclair. It's like Bob Sinclair, but it's John Sinclair. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? I've used Social Insider. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're basically like competitors' overview spy tool, something like that. I think I've used them. Yeah, it would mean a lot. Let me explain you guys how things work. So there are numerous of companies that we would love to do integrations with, but it works like this. We basically jump there and we ask them whether they want to do integration with us, whether they have an open API. We have a user base that is interested in this integrations, and if they do, and if they want to make the effort, we are down for that. A lot of times people are just not there, not responsive. They have other plans. They don't have anybody to do that partnership in their company. So there are like a lot of problems within that process. But as I told you once in a group, if we want to do an integration with somebody and they are not responding, I tell to you guys, you go there and spam their support. And I'm just joking, we're not going to do that, but you get the point. We are open to everything that might benefit both sides. OG, they are for generating reports for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, I know that tool. Okay, questions. We have 5 more minutes and then we have to go to have some beers. Let's do that. Questions. Anybody? Take 1. Take 2. Mark is the thank you. Mark is the winner of our good questions today. We'll probably send him a funny selfie from the bar. Mark, great questions. We're always happy that when people and users are asking like cool questions, because that means that you are working with the tool and that you already like know some features and stuff. So thumbs up, man. Great job. You have the integration map. Yes. Okay, guys. So thank you very much. Thank you, March. Thank you for this time. This was the first webinar, and I am very, very happy how we done that. You can expect more of these webinars in the future. We will probably segment these webinars to basically cover some specific topics. So if you're interested for specific stuff regarding reports, we will probably have them give us like a day or two to basically just trim this recording, and we will put it on the Facebook group, and we will put it on as a newsletter blast. So thank you once again. If you have any questions, feel free to write to our intercom support. Somebody from the team will be there. And thank you all. Have a great day and wash hands with soap. Bye. Bye bye. Coxendo.